If you are a woman over 60, and recently when you look in the mirror, you feel that your face looks softer, that your features are no longer as defined as before, then first of all, please don't rush to blame yourself. Many women tell me that they still take regular care of their skin, still use anti-aging creams, still try to eat healthily, yet their face seems to be changing faster than it did a few years ago. That does not mean you've done anything wrong. It simply shows that after 60, the body begins to operate under a very different mechanism. And if we don't understand that mechanism, all external skincare efforts can feel reassuring on the surface, but fail to bring true peace of mind. Before we go any deeper, I'd like to invite you to take a moment to connect with me. Please leave a comment below and let me know where you're watching this video from, a state in the United States or somewhere else in the world. I read every single comment, and that helps me create content that is more relevant for women just like you. And if you find these shares gentle and easy to understand, please subscribe to the Woman Over 60 Secrets channel so we can build a community of mature women together. Women who are calmer with their bodies and who move toward the goal of 100,000 subscribers. Not because of the number itself, but so that accurate, supportive knowledge can reach more women after 60. What many women have never been clearly told is this: the face does not begin to sag simply because the skin is getting older. This change happens because the entire support system beneath the skin begins to readjust all at once, as the body passes the age of 60. When you were younger, collagen and elastin functioned like invisible elastic bands. They supported the face from within, kept the skin firm and tight, and allowed it to bounce back naturally after every smile, word, or facial expression. At that stage, the body had sufficient energy, stable hormones, and strong regenerative capacity to continuously repair and rebuild. The very small daily wear and tear, but over time, especially after 60, the rate of collagen production slows down noticeably. It's not just a decrease in quantity. The quality of newly produced collagen is also no longer as strong or flexible as before. The support fibers become thinner and less elastic, making it harder for the skin to maintain its former shape against the constant, silent pull of gravity. Very small movements that the skin could once self-correct now begin to leave more visible marks on the face. At the same time, the decline of female hormones after menopause plays a major role in these changes. Estrogen is not only related to reproductive hormones, it also helps the skin retain moisture, maintain thickness, and preserve the tight bonding between tissue layers beneath the skin's surface. When this hormone declines, the skin becomes thinner, drier, and gradually loses its ability to anchor itself to the underlying support structures. Instead of maintaining natural firmness, the skin begins to yield to the pull of gravity. But what many women are never emotionally prepared for is that it's not just the skin that changes. The facial fat pads, which give the face fullness and balance, also slowly shift with age. The cheekbones may lose subtle volume, the jawline becomes less defined, and the lower face appears heavier. All of these changes together make the face look softer and more sagging, even when wrinkles are still minimal, and the skin surface remains relatively smooth. So if you feel that your face has changed more quickly after 60, it does not mean that you haven't taken good care of your skin or that you missed the right product. It is simply a sign that your body is entering a new stage of life. This is a stage where things no longer respond well to rushing or forcing change. A stage where the skin needs to be understood more deeply, supported in a gentler way, and placed within a body that is operating at a slower rhythm, but also one that is more thoughtful, more intelligent, and far more selective than before. After understanding that the support structure beneath the skin changes with age, a very natural question often arises for many women. Why do some women experience sagging much faster, while others progress more slowly, even though they are the same age, and seem to take similar care of their skin? The answer lies in hormones, but not in the simple way. We are often told, after 60, a woman's body is not just experiencing lower estrogen levels. The bigger change is how the body responds to the hormones that remain. At this stage, the endocrine system becomes more sensitive, more selective, and more cautious in how it allocates resources. These changes directly affect the skin's ability to retain moisture, the speed of connective tissue regeneration, and the face's natural firmness. When hormones are relatively stable, the skin tends to maintain fullness, elasticity, and a sense of internal lift. But when hormonal fluctuations persist, or decline continues over time, the body is forced to make choices. It prioritizes energy for more critical organs first: the heart to maintain circulation, the brain to preserve alertness, the bones and muscles to protect mobility. In that context, the skin is no longer a top priority. And this is a crucial point that many women have never had clearly explained. When the body no longer feels energetically secure, it automatically limits investment in long-term repair processes. Facial collagen regeneration is an energy-intensive process that requires internal stability and reserve. When those conditions are no longer present, the body postpones it, not because it can't, but because it is protecting itself. This explains why, even if you still eat reasonably well, use high-quality skincare products, and even supplement with collagen, your face may still look softer and sag more quickly than before. The issue is not that you are doing too little, but that your body is in a different state, with different priorities. Many doctors believe that, in women over 60, facial sagging is not merely a dermatological issue, it is a biological signal, a very gentle reminder that the body needs support in a different way, not stronger, not more, but smarter, and more in rhythm with the current stage of life. When we begin to view the face, not just as the surface of the skin, but as a mirror reflecting the body's internal state, our approach changes completely. We stop trying to fight, change, and instead learn to listen and create conditions that help the body feel safe again. And when that sense of safety is established, slowly, very gently, positive responses begin to appear, not loudly, not suddenly, but far more sustainable than any rushed solution ever could be. Once it becomes clear that facial sagging does not come only from age or hormones, many women begin to look back at what they do every day. And here is a very important truth. Most of the factors that make the face change faster after 60 are not bad things or obvious mistakes. They are usually familiar habits, seemingly harmless, and in fact once very suitable in earlier stages of life. The first habit is sleeping out of sync with the body's natural rhythm. Many women say they still get enough hours of sleep, but their bedtime and wake-up time change constantly depending on daily routines. After 60, the body no longer adapts well to going to bed late one night, waking early the next, and then trying to make up for it on another day. When the biological rhythm is disrupted, nighttime recovery hormones are not fully or consistently activated. As a result, the regeneration of connective tissue beneath the skin weakens. The outcome is that in the morning, the face looks more tired, softer, and lacking a sense of natural support. The second habit is eating in a way that seems light, but lacks a foundation for recovery. Many women after 60 reduce their portions significantly out of fear of weight gain, inflammation, or metabolic issues. They eat very little protein, avoid fats almost completely, and rely mainly on refined carbohydrates. This puts the body into a prolonged energy-saving state, and when forced to choose, the body will prioritize using protein for more vital organs rather than investing in collagen production for the face. The third habit is prolonged but quiet stress. Not intense stress or major life events, but a constant state of holding it together, worrying about children or grandchildren, overthinking before sleep, and rarely allowing oneself to truly relax. Chronic stress increases cortisol, a hormone that can break down collagen and slow tissue repair. Over time, this makes the skin thinner and more prone to sagging, even when life on the surface appears stable and well organized. The fourth habit is being too aggressive with skincare. After 60, the skin no longer responds well to too much or too fast. But many women with good intentions use high-activity products continuously, cleanse more aggressively, or massage with strong pulling force. These actions can damage the skin barrier, cause faster moisture loss, and reduce the skin's long-term ability to repair itself. Finally, there is a lack of gentle daily movement. Not everyone needs intense exercise, but when the body is not gently activated each day, blood and lymph circulation slow down, and fewer nutrients reach the skin. As a result, the face looks heavier, more drooped, and less vibrant, even if the skin itself has not dramatically worsened. The important thing to remember is this: none of these habits are wrong. They simply become less suitable once the body enters the stage after 60, and when you begin to adjust gently, in rhythm with your age, the body responds in a very different way. Not loudly, not instantly, but steadily and clearly enough for you to notice change day by day. After recognizing the quiet habits that affect the face, many women often ask me a very honest question. So where should I start now, when everything seems to have changed so much? The answer is not about doing more. It's about doing what aligns with the body's rhythm after 60. The first thing is stability. At this stage, the body no longer responds well to sudden changes. Simply going to bed and waking up at roughly the same times each day gives nighttime recovery hormones a better chance to function properly. Many women notice that, after just a few weeks of sleeping in a consistent rhythm, their face looks calmer in the morning, less sagging, even though they haven't changed a single product. The second thing is eating enough to support recovery, not eating less just to control weight. After 60, the skin needs protein, needs healthy fats, and needs consistency. A simple but nourishing meal helps the body feel more energetically secure. And when the body feels safe, it becomes willing to reinvest in long-term processes like collagen regeneration. The third thing is reducing pressure on the skin. Instead of adding more products, slow down, be gentler with skincare, cleanse less aggressively, and give the skin time to rest. Many women are surprised to find that when they try less, their skin actually responds better. The fourth thing is gentle daily movement. There's no need for intense exercise. Just walking, light stretching, or deep breathing outdoors is enough. Improved circulation helps nutrients reach the skin more effectively, and the face looks brighter and more defined in a very natural way. Before we continue, I'd like to ask you a small question. If you feel that your face has started to sag faster after 60, please comment number 1 below. If you haven't noticed clear changes yet, but want to understand and prevent them early, please comment number 0. These comments don't just help me understand you better, they also help many other women realize that they are not alone on this journey. When you look back at everything we've just gone through together, you may realize one very important thing. Facial sagging is not a sign that you did something wrong over the years. It is not a punishment of time, nor is it the result of you not taking good enough care of yourself. It simply shows that after 60, the body is operating on a different rhythm. It is a slower rhythm, more cautious, and more selective in how energy is allocated. The body no longer reacts hastily to every external signal. It observes, weighs, and only invests when it truly feels necessary and safe enough to do so. Many women once believed that skin after 60 could only move in one direction, thinner each year, softer each year, harder to recover each year. But what doctors increasingly emphasize is not that the skin has lost its ability, but that the body is no longer willing to invest. When it feels pressured, stretched thin, or not properly listened to, after 60, the body prioritizes safety over speed. It does not respond well to rapid changes, overly aggressive efforts, or the desire to see immediate results. When placed in that state, the body tends to withdraw, reserve energy for vital functions, and temporarily place the skin lower on the priority list. But what is especially noteworthy is this: when you begin to slow down, when you sleep more consistently, eat more adequately, experience less stress, and care for your skin more gently, the body gradually recognizes a very different signal. That signal is safety. And when it feels safe, the body becomes willing to reopen long-term investments, including maintaining and regenerating the skin. Many women have shared that, after a few weeks or a few months of adjusting these small things, they don't see their face become younger in the way advertisements often promise, but they notice something far more important. Their morning face feels calmer, less heavy, less tight. And most importantly, when they look in the mirror, they no longer feel the need to fix themselves. That change does not come from a new cream. It does not come from an expensive treatment. It comes from a shift in how they view their body, from stopping seeing the skin as a problem that needs to be corrected and beginning to see it as part of a body that needs support in the right rhythm. After 60, the skin does not need to be pushed to return to how it once was. It needs to be stabilized, nourished, protected from unnecessary pressure, and above all, it needs to exist within a body that no longer has to strain itself just to adapt every single day. If there is one thing you should remember, after watching to this point, it is this: changes in the face are not a sign of failure. They are a gentle reminder that the body is entering a new stage of life, a stage that requires more understanding, more patience, and more kindness toward yourself. And when you begin to treat your body with that level of respect, every response, even small, even slow, becomes meaningful. Not because you are trying to hold on to youth, but because you are living more harmoniously with the stage of life you are in right now. Before leaving this video, I want you to pause for a moment and remember something truly important. After 60, caring for your face is no longer a race to fight against time. It is no longer about trying to hold on to an image from the past. It becomes a different journey, a journey of learning how to live in harmony with your body at the stage of life you are in right now. You do not need to look young again like you did at 40. You do not need to look like anyone else. You do not need to chase standards that change every few years. What truly matters is that each morning when you look in the mirror, you feel lighter inside. No more quiet anxiety. No more scrutinizing every line. No more feeling like you are falling behind or losing ground. Just a face that honestly reflects, a body that is being listened to, a body that is no longer being forced to function the way it did when it was younger, a body that is being cared for in a way that matches its current rhythm. Many women have told me that what exhausts them most after 60 is not wrinkles, not sagging skin, but the constant feeling that they have to fix themselves to resemble an ideal image, fix themselves so they won't fall behind, fix themselves so time won't leave them behind. But when you begin to understand that, the changes in your face are not your fault, but signs of a body operating in a different way, everything begins to soften. The pressure eases, the tension eases, and in its place comes a very different feeling, the feeling of being allowed to slow down. When you allow yourself to slow down, you begin to listen more, you sleep more consistently, you eat more kindly toward your body, you are less harsh with your skin, and you stop pushing yourself to see immediate results. It is in this state that many women realize their face is no longer fighting them. It feels calmer, softer, in a comforting way. And most importantly, they no longer feel like a stranger. When they look at themselves, if this video helped you understand more clearly why the face changes after 60, or helped you blame yourself a little less, even just a bit, please press like to support the channel. Each like is not just a number. It is a signal that gentle, accurate, and pressure-free content can reach more women. Women who are quietly going through similar changes, and if you know a friend, a sister, or a family member who feels confused or worried, when noticing changes in her face with age, please share this video with her. Sometimes what we need is not more advice, not more products, but simply the feeling that we are not alone, that what we are experiencing is completely normal, and that others, too, are learning how to adapt to their bodies in a kinder way. Don't forget to subscribe to the Woman Over 60 Secrets channel to continue this journey with me. In future videos, here, we will keep talking about skin, the body, sleep, hormones, and the very real changes that women after 60 experience, not with fear, not with pressure to stay young, but with understanding, calmness, and kindness toward ourselves. Thank you for spending your time here. Thank you for allowing yourself to listen to your body instead of fighting it. I wish you a gentle day, and I wish you a more caring, more understanding relationship with your own body in this very special stage of life. And if, in this moment, you choose to take just one thing with you from this video, let it be the trust that your body is still doing its best for you every single day, just in a different way, slower and kinder. We don't need to rush ahead of time. We only need to walk alongside our bodies, one day at a time, with more understanding and peace.